finally got an interview for the dream job. And after working with him, I got it, and it was simple and it was easy.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the journey.
Has it helped? Yes, it absolutely has. It's definitely helped in knowing the market a lot better and knowing how to how to put myself out there. Like, I would never ever have touched my LinkedIn ever. I didn't see LinkedIn as a valuable resource at all. Yes. So in saying that, it already has proven to be.
It's really what valuable. I say. I think you guys are great and change people's lives, and it makes a lot of difference.
You deliver at a very high level.
It was really enjoyable. You learn a lot. It was really easy going step by step.
You did? Questions before I did. So that was, I think session 5, the interview session, if you ask me, was my favorite out of all the 6 sessions.
So it's not only helped me in my personal branding, but it's helped me now on the business side, where I feel very, very capable to go into,
Yeah, super legends, superheroes, and superstars. My name's Dre, and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Hire Podcast, which is the #1 place if you're looking to move forward faster in your career. So today, boom, we are live on Facebook, live on LinkedIn, and live on YouTube. So if you guys are tuned in live, come on, put your favorite emoji in the chat screen. If you're watching the replay, you know what to do. #replay. So that will help me to look at all the stats and analytics afterwards. So today, oh man, do you know what? I'm so excited. So my next guest is just a beautiful, kind, sweet soul, just an amazing, awesome human. I'm so excited that she's here today. Before I get her out, make sure that you grab yourselves a cup of tea, cup of coffee, some biscuits, and also your favorite musical instrument, because we are about to rock out. So what day is it? It is Paula Day. That's what day it is. Hey Paula, how are you?
Hey. I love that. Love it.
Yeah, so how's things? How are you? Good Christmas.
I'm good. I'm great. I'm excited to be here and be rocking out with you today.
Yeah, the privilege and the honor is all mine. So thank you. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So I'm a coach of business coaches. So I help people who are, really doing that transition into the coaching world, and I really help in that space of that first next 90 days to get you there in that time, so that you really understand the coaching business and can set your business up the right way first.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. And so you started off, was it an accountant?
Yes.
You are not an accountant. No way.
I am so an accountant. Yes. I was that nerdy kid that, for fun, I kid you not, I would get the shopping catalog, like the supermarket catalog, and I would add it all up on a calculator, and then I would check it.
No, that doesn't sound like fun to me.
Yeah. So, started off as an accountant, built my corporate career, and actually sort of progressed really, really fast in that corporate career space into leadership and coaching people. Worked on a lot of big, billion-dollar projects. Ended up being known for that person who was sort of thrown into the teams that needed a bit more help. And I got to, the top of that corporate ladder like a lot of people do, and sort of late 30s, and I was staring out over this beautiful city view because I had this gorgeous view over the city. And I felt like, this is what I'd been working towards my entire life. An incredible team, working in and out of Parliament, looking out over the skyline of the city. And, if I moved from my desk, like people would go and try and sit where I was, right? they wanted my spot, right? And so I'd made it to the top, but I was just like, what's next? What's next? And as I was thinking, what is next? What's that next step for me? All I could see was pretty much a role that would be all of my time for not that much more money.
Right. And
I couldn't. I needed to find something more at that stage. So I guess I didn't take the usual route to coaching. I actually looked for something else in the beginning, and I was like at a Tony Robbins event doing the whole rah, rah, rah. Tony's like, hey, everyone want to do their own business? I'm like, yes. And he's like, what do you have? I'm like, cool, I'm going to make T-shirts for some reason. I started a T-shirt business.
Really?
Business. Yeah, I was selling like random slogan T-shirts that you would not even have imagined me selling. And this T-shirt business took off really quickly, actually. Within a couple of months, I had T-shirts on the top 10 pages of Amazon. And I was making
my on the top 10 pages of Amazon.
Top 10 pages of Amazon. So as you can imagine, I would wake up and I was just like selling. I thought, wow, this is my thing. I'm going to be making T-shirts, right? And then life had a different journey for me, because I was also in a relationship at the time that wasn't going so well. In fact, for many years it wasn't going so well. And right around that time, I made the decision that I was going to have the chat that I was meaning to have for maybe about 8 years. And I had that chat and I thought, you know what, this went well, this is okay, we're all going to be okay. And I woke up the next morning to my bank account being cleared to zero. My T-shirt business was in his name. All of my passwords were changed. And I found myself walking away with nothing. Like, I had my kids, my car, and really what I could carry. And moving in with my parents and having to start all over again at close to 40. It was right around this time that I hired my coach. Yes, I had no money in my account, but I still was like, I cannot envisage myself doing something in the corporate space for forever. I have to make a change. I'm going to make a change while I'm doing all this. I might as well just make even bigger change. And I joined my coach at that point, and I was looking for, what I was going to do. I thought, I'm going to be a speaker. I'm going to be something. It's like, no, you're a coach. You've been coaching people. You're going to be a coach. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. So I was looking for my niche and like who I would be serving. And I'm out there and I'm dating, and I'm close to 40, 3 kids. I'm on the dating scene again. I haven't been on the dating scene since I was in high school. It's changed. There's online. There's all this stuff going on. It was so different. And I thought, gosh, who is going to want to date me, close to 40, woman who's been through all of this, 3 kids, teenagers at that. Like, that is a lot to take on. And I had to go through that. And I remember sitting on the floor of my new home, sort of like 7 months later, with all of these flip charts out, sort of. And I called my good friend in, because I was having like a full-on breakdown. Like, I don't know what this niche is. And I called my good friend Carlos. I think you know him. He's in Spain.
Carlos, yes.
You got this. You got this. And I sat there, and he's like, well, what have you been doing? You've been coaching and leading people for the last 15 years. What does it always come down to? I'm like, well, it's always about relationships. It doesn't matter that it's all work. It's always relationships. And he's like, so you've been coaching on relationships. And after that, I got off that phone call, and it was like this program flowed through me. That's all I can describe it as. A program flowed through me that I felt like I was supposed to deliver. And it was all around relationships and dating. I followed my own advice. I met my incredible man, Johnny, throughout that process. And then a number of people signed on with me and followed that advice too. That program took off. I actually got some incredible interviews overseas, and the last person who did that program with me a while back, who wanted to find someone and came in wanting to find someone who didn't, actually messaged me in November with a picture of her and a man and said, I found my common prince. And I was like, wow. So like it was incredible, changing people's lives. And I just saw that impact, and I wanted to have a bigger impact. And people started asking me, saying, hey, look, I love what you've done, and I want to do the same. I want to have a bigger impact on people. Like, this change is not just on me, it's changing my kids, the way I interact with them. I want to do the same. And so I fell into, I guess, going back to my home almost of business and helping people with business and coaching in the business space. And so that's where I am today.
Okay, so there's a couple of things in there that I want to pick up. So one, you mentioned, you said late 30s, early 40s. I think you must be telling some porkies. You are definitely lying. You are not that old. You are not that old.
Thank you. I love that. But yeah, I wish. But if you saw my sons, I think everyone's going to agree. They're much bigger than me now.
So with, I guess, your clients that you've dealt with over the time, so what I hear all the time is that with like business, it's 80% like mindset, 20% strategy. So when you were doing, say, relationships, when you were doing, like now you're doing like business, are the same sort of challenges and frustrations there, or are they completely different?
Oh, it's very similar. It is very similar. Sometimes I find myself drawing out models and going, oh, this is very similar to relationships. Very, very similar. And there is so many similarities between the relationship space and the business space. And also the relationship space comes right into that business space, because you're coming from that place of service. You're coming from that place of building authentic relationships. And if you don't know how to do that, then your business is not going to make it very far. So if you want a business that's there not just for the short term, that it's going to be there in the longer term, you've really got to build a beautiful community and beautiful authentic relationships with people.
All right. So with the coaching industry, the industry that we are in, it's probably one of the toughest industries like ever. And there's only a small percentage, I think it may be 4% of coaches actually make it to 100K and above. Do you have any advice for any coaches that might be watching this now or watching the replay later, that they might be feeling, things are really tough, I'm not sure if this is working out? Yeah, do you have any advice on what they might be able to do to be successful?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, if you're in that space right now where you're thinking, gosh, like I've been trying to make this work, I've had my head down, bum up, and I've been trying to make it all come together and it's just not working. And as you said, it's, we're in a really saturated market of coaching and not everyone makes it. And especially past the 3-year mark, most people give up at that point. And that is a pet hate of mine, that I hate coaches, seeing like coaches who are brilliant at coaching actually give up and not make it there. I want to tell you right now, and some of you will look at this and go, oh, no, I don't believe her, but I had a new relationship, 5 kids. We went into lockdown COVID. Two of Johnny's 2 kids who had just moved in, just met their new stepmom that they're living with, right? 2 of our kids are, let's just say need a little more attention, right? And I was also working a full-time job at the time as building this business that was absolutely booming on the side, right? And if I can do that, then you sure as hell have a great shot at doing it. And it's just about getting some routine, getting some discipline to do the tasks that will require you to get there. And it's having that that guidance. Like if you don't have a coach to get there, yes, all the information is out there everywhere. We know that, like we're in an information world here, right? Like you can Google anything, but what you can't Google is how to put it all together. Like you need someone to help you just go, you know what, this is your next step, this is your next step, this is your next step. So you're so clear and you're moving faster. And that will save you a whole heap of time, remaining consistent regardless of how much time you've got. Sometimes I didn't really have a lot of time and I just found time where I could. There are still methods that I use with my current students where I say, you know, this is the task that we do. It takes 10 minutes and you do it while you're frying your food or you're cooking your dinner. Like this is the kind of like the flip the fish moment. We do these tasks. So there's just keys that I had that, you know, moments of time that you're going to have. Waiting for a coffee, you're going to do this task. You know, do this task here just so that you can keep things moving and you're not getting stuck. Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%, 100%. All right, so that just leads me to what motivates you and drives you? Why do you keep on going?
One, I absolutely love building businesses with people. Like I've been building businesses and doing business and seeing people's progress and just supporting people for many years in my career. And it's those moments where I see that it's not just changing their life, but it's changing the lives around them. The moment that it all clicked for me and, you know, I finally felt secure in my business to step forward on my own, I was a better mother. I was a better friend. I was a better supporter. Like it's not just that person that you're helping build that business. It's their students. It's the people around them. It's generational. And that's the bit that really gets me. It's bigger than me.
All right. Oh, man, I've just got so many questions. All right. So I'm going to go back a second. So why do you think it is that most coaches just give up and just think, oh, this is just too hard?
Oh, there could be a million answers to this, right? But what I see often is there's so much information out there and there's so many little shiny objects that we go, you know what, we need to work on this and that and this and that. By the time you do little bits here, there and everywhere, you've got nowhere, right? Yes. And you think, oh, you know what, I need that funnel. Now I need to learn how to do the funnel, and now I need to pay for the funnel, or I need a website, or I need to do a podcast. I need to do all the different things. And the truth is you can't do everything at once. You need to have a particular strategy that's going to get you towards your first goal. And your first goal really should be those 10K months, right? Mm-hmm. So your first goal should be, how do I get there? What's my pathway to get there? And that is something that is quite missing in the market, you know, something that, you know, I've worked with some amazing coaches and not everyone knows how to put a business together. And sometimes you are trying to piece together the puzzle, right? So you want to make sure that you're with somebody who's going to help you piece the puzzle together so you know what your next step is, next step, so you can keep moving without getting distracted by all of the shiny things out there, so that you're moving closer towards your goal and you're not wasting time.
I love that. All right, so a few more questions. Who would be your main, you know, like mentors or people that you sort of really look up to?
I've got some incredible mentors and coaches in my world. Massive thank you, and changed my life, Richmond Dinh. Absolutely changed my life. When I sat there and I hired him, as I said, I had no money, and I just trusted him, and he's helped me build this successful business to where it is today. And so I can't thank him enough. Tony Kaye, oh my gosh, incredible man. He has supported me. He's there for me in any moment. And as I am there for him as well. Incredible coach. If you had the chance to go to any of Tony's NLP, if you haven't been there, go. It will change your life. It will literally change your life. And my incredible friends, gosh, I've got so many I could name, like Shane Bird, Katie Godden. She's there for me all the time. Lanita, gosh, like, there's just so many that I could name, right? And they're all there supporting each other and being amazing people in their own spaces. And I guess, you know, look around you. If you haven't got someone as a coach and mentor that has been there, done the hard yards, then are you with the right person? You know, you need to be with someone who is going to get you there. But also look around you, like, who are you surrounding yourself with too? Like, I look around me and all of my friends are successful business owners. And that's what lifts me up every single day and moves me forward. If I had have remained with the friends that I used to have, I don't think I would be where I am today in business. I just wouldn't. So it's so important who you surround yourself with and who you choose as mentors.
Definitely. All right. So how do people get hold of you if they want to work with you or if they've got any questions? What's the best way?
So the best way really to get to know me is you can DM me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn. So either way, we'll probably pop the links in here, I'm guessing. You can join my Facebook group if you want to, if you're a coach or looking to be one, and get involved in the community. And that's probably the best way.
Brilliant. And do you only work with women or do you work with men as well?
I work with women and men. Women and men, and just coaches wanting to build their businesses.
Brilliant. All right. So very last question. So I'm obsessed with dad jokes. So do you have anything that you'd like to share? So it could be a dad joke, a quote, something of value, something inspirational, something motivational, something empowering, anything. Anything at all. What would you like to leave on?
Yeah. I really should have reached out to my kids, Johnny, whatever, for the dad joke, because I am totally blanking right now. That's cool. I'll go with the inspiration. So, you know, someone else is going to have to bring the humor today to this. And I'll go with the inspiration instead, that you don't get what you think you are. Like, you know, we don't get what we want in life. We get what we believe that we are. And if you really think about that deeply, you know, you must believe in yourself to get what you want.
Mic drop moment. That is still resonating down me. I can feel that. That's chills, absolute chills. So Paula Day, just want to say a massive, huge thank you for coming on, giving up your time. So I know how busy you are, and also for the support, guidance, advice, and love. So when we've done like NLP and like the boot camps, and how you go above and beyond just for absolutely everyone in our community. So I salute you. I commend you. Thank you so much for today. You are a rock star. So thank you. Really appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Right back at you.